Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50s. So, didn't rub in all the lotion. I put on my Versed lotion today. I've really been liking it. It's been doing its job. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. Um, it's just what I've been using. So today it's a Saturday, and I am going to head out to Costco. I have a couple other errands to run. I have to go to Tractor Supply and get the dog's food. I've been taking whatever's left over of my eyeshadow primer and putting it underneath. It's going to look funky, um, but I have had, a problem with powder eyeshadow staying underneath my eyes because my eyes water so much. And one of you suggested putting eyeshadow primer down. Makes sense. And it works a little bit. It does not work completely. I mean, I still lose my eyeshadow that I put down there, but it lasts a little bit longer. So I'm going to take my sponge and just go over the top of this. So anyway, thank you for watching my videos and giving me some positive feedback. I really like your comments. So I did an eyeshadow collection, part 1. I have part 2 kind of set up, and I have 3 and 4 in my brain. They're not complete yet. But today I figured I'm going to use some of my part 2 palettes. So one of them, this is from Melt. This is the Muerte palette, and this is what she looks like. Kind of goes with my teal green shirt. I'm also going to use, this is another palette that is in my part 2 coming up. This is the Man I Love Frogs, or MILF, from Sugar Drizzle. I haven't heard a whole lot from them lately. I stopped paying attention. But this is the color story, and I figured it would go really well with the Muerte palette. And I just need to gather my thoughts on things. And so this is what we're doing today. I'm going to go into, I don't know how to pronounce these names, but I'm going to go into this one. And I'm going in on a really fluffy brush. This is a bling brush, and I don't think this company is around anymore, but it's an E3 from the Rose Gold collection. And it's a very bright color, very pigmented. So I'm going to start over here. Sorry, I need to adjust my mirror, and it's not going to sound pretty. There we go. I had a whole plan for this weekend. My husband always asks me, well, what do you want to do this weekend? And I had a whole plan of what I wanted to get done, because one of them was going to Costco. One of them is the dryer vent needs to be cleaned, because I have to run my dryer twice in order to dry my clothes, and that's normally a sign that there's too much lint in the dryer area. So that was my plan, and then lo and behold, what happened? My husband got sick. So, and then I was going to clean the dining room area. deep clean the carpets, all the things. We're 4 weeks away from spring, but I'm feeling it. I want things to, start to get clean, but he's not feeling good. So I'm just taking this. You're not going to really be able to see this on the inner portion, but that's okay. I don't want it to be super dark on the inner portion, so I'm just going over it very, very lightly because I don't want it to be super intense. So I'm just trying to take the darker part, the first initial part, and just mix it and blend it and just have a little bit left over in the front, which I think is working. I think I'm doing a okay job, but we'll see. I want color in there, but I don't want it so visible. Then I'm going to use my color switch over here. I mean, it looks very bright and colorful, which is totally me. And then I'm going to go into this color, Duelo. I'm not a Spanish speaking person. I'm just not. But it's a darker teal. Because like I said, I'm wearing a teal shirt and I have pants that have princesses all over them because I am a Disney adult. But, and I must say, and I'll say this in part 2 of my palette collection videos, but I had said that you could not get Ladybug Glow products on the Gourmand Girls site. Well, you can now. You can't get those particular palettes, but you can get Ladybug Glow. They've switched over. They're rebranding. They're collabing. I don't know how to put it. You can go to Ladybug Glow on Etsy, or you can go to Gourmand Girls and you can get Ladybug Glow things there. See, I don't have to use like hardly any melt powder, but it just goes on so nicely. It really does. And then I'm going to take, this is also from Bling Brushes. This is a E34. This is the Allie Dawson and Bling Brushes. But again, you can't get this. And I'm going to go into this color. Now I know it's a bright or a deep red, but I'm just going to line. And no, I'm not done, but I can always go back over it. I just need that color there so I can do what I need to do. It's a visual for me. That's what it is. It's a visual for me. So, yeah, I didn't know that Ladybug Glow and Gourmand Girls were doing that until I watched another creator talk about them. And then I went, oh, well, I lied. But it's not really lying if you don't know things are happening. and I wasn't in the know. I had heard that Ladybug Glow was going through some changes, but I didn't know exactly what those changes were. So I know I'm holding the brush really weird, but it's how I have to hold it in order to get the color where I want it. And one side always goes on way easier than the other and a whole lot straighter because my eyes have wrinkles and crinkles because I'm going to be 56 this year. It happens. So now I'm taking my Gourmand Girls glitter primer. And I literally take a dot and smush it between my two fingers. And put it on. That's all I do. But yeah, I didn't know, and you don't know what you don't know until you know. But so I'm going to head out to Costco soon. I know I'm jumping all around in my conversation, but that's just you're getting ready with me. So that's how my thought process works. Trying to decide what colors I want. And I really want this color right here. I don't know if, yeah, you can see it goes from purple to a teal. I'm going to do this color and then this color right here. And it has like a blue, teal, purple to it. And then I'm going to put this color over the top. So the first one is this one down here or up here, and it is called Hop Along. And it looks more, yeah, anyway, but I'm just putting that on the outside. If you hear noises, I have dogs. If you're new here, hi. I have dogs, and Leia, one of my French bulldogs, is over there just chewing away on things. And as long as it's not a box, because I do have a box over there and she likes to chew on the corner of it. But so I'm just going to put this, and I know it's not blending fully, but we'll get there. We'll finagle that in a minute. So I'm just putting that on the outside. I know. Trust the process. We're just going to trust the process, and we're going to get rid of that for a minute. And now I'm going to go into this one. This is the color. And I'm going to go here, but then over the top and blend it so it kind of, yeah. And I'll probably go back over it with Hop Along again. This color is called Lily Pad. And Lily Pad is going to go kind of all over. That way it blends that darker one in, you know. It looks kind of like it took it away, but it really didn't. It's still there, but we're going to go back into that one too. And now we're going to blend the two of them together even more. But it just gives it a hint of that purpley color, because I don't want that one to be like the standout color. I want it to blend and just be the mysterious color that it is. But it works really well with this color. Like it just, I know you can't really see it, but it does deepen out the outer corner and it makes it interesting. Can you even see it? I can see it, but I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I just like to give it, but it'll blend. It is blending. Like, yeah. I know it looks weird, but we're trusting the process. And now I'm going to go into this lightest color. Actually, I think I'm going to go into this color, this pinkish color, because it has like a green shift to it. So you can't even see that it looks pink now, at least on my side. It looks more teal because when you pick it up on your finger, I don't even know if you can see it, but it definitely comes off more green on camera, and in real life it looks more green than it does pink. But it looks pink in the pan, and it is called, if I can see it, Ribbit. That's what it's called, and I can see why now, because it's, I mean, I've used this palette multiple times and I love these colors, but yeah, so I'm going to go back in, brush off my big fluffy brush and just blur the lines. Yeah. Now I'm going to take a different tissue and dot my eyes. Okay, I'm going to gather my things and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got my ZC color correcting primer and color correcting because it's green, and it just will cover up the redness. Don't ask me why. I mean, it's just the way it is. If you put green color correcting on your face, it does. Somebody asked me if I could rummage through my drawers a little bit more for sound effects on my videos, and I will. But right now, all of my drawers are covered by the fact that I have my palettes out that I was looking over. That, oh, I'm using my Fenty Dewdrop foundation today. I've had this so long and I'm almost out, but this is what we're using today. But I will do that, just not on a day when I'm preparing to do another video that has all of my palettes out. Because I wanted to see, my first video I did had like 30, almost 30 palettes. And the next video, part 2 of that series, has 32 palettes, which I know is excessive. I get that. But that's not even all of them, because I have a part 3 and a part 4. And part 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4 different brands in it. And it has over 30 palettes in that one. And then the 4th one has just my ColourPop palettes. And there's over 30 of those. So I know. It's excessive. And the thing is, every day they're coming out with more palettes and more colors and better formulas and all the things. And of course, I want them all. But like my husband says, I don't have but 2 eyes. And I don't have 365 palettes. I don't. However, I have enough to use for 2 years. I could use 1 palette a week and still not use them all. I don't do my makeup like that. I don't do, oh, I'm only using this palette this week. I know a lot of people have just one, but that's not me. Alrighty, so now I'm going to use my sponge to make sure it's all packed in. Costco opens at 9 o'clock. It is now 8:47. I'm not getting there because I have the executive Costco card. However, yeah, I'm using my Hoola Benefit Bronzer just to give my face a little bit of life, a little bit of dimension. I don't contour. I probably should. It would help with my jawline a little bit, but I just put a little color back in my face. We went old school with the roller in the hair because I need my haircut. I need my haircut desperately. We just haven't gotten there yet. My Singe Beauty Evocative blush. This is in Timid Tomato. Beautiful, beautiful blush. I love this blush. You do not need a lot, which is what I run into because I love blush. I love just putting this on. I feel so good with this on. And it doesn't look like a lot because the lights and stuff. But when I get out there and I look, yeah, it's plenty of blush. But it's so pretty. I don't even know. Yeah, you can see it. It's just, when I look at it, it doesn't look like there's a lot. It really doesn't. And I just push this down. There. Okay, so now, I know I'm moving everything around. I'm going to go back in with that liner brush. And I'm going to put this underneath. Just barely underneath. I can't even tell if it's, yeah, it's pretty even. Then I'm going to brush that brush off on my color switch. It's still kind of there, but then I'm going to go into this color. Don't ask me. Don't ask me the color names because, like I said, I don't speak Spanish. So I think it's calienta. No, there's no N. Calenta? I don't see. I don't know. I don't know. Calaca. Calen? No, I always want to put an N in there, and I know there's not an N. So I'm just putting this along here and kind of mixing these together. I know it looks funky, but process. Now I'm going back into this one, and now I'm going to use this color, which still comes out green, which you would not, you'd think it would be a pink, but it's not. It's a green. And I'm just pulling it down. I don't want that. I was going to use it for my highlighter, but I don't really want that color. That's kind of intense for a highlighter. So now you're going to hear me digging through a drawer. Which one? Sorry. I really want, no, this is going to sound really weird, but I really want a new highlighter. I'm going to use, this is a really old Odin's Eye highlighter, but I'm going to use this one over here. And I'm going to use my Fantasy Cosmetica brush. Don't ask me what the name of this is. It's really, really light. And it's Swedish. So I couldn't even tell you what the name of this one is. Because this is a Swedish brand. They're from Sweden. They live, yeah. So I love me some highlighter. Love me some highlighter. Okay. Hope you like the little putting it back. Now take my sponge and go over the top. Then I'm going to spray my face. Oh, I should probably get a waterline and do my lips. I'm doing my e.l.f. Stay All Day. Yeah. Okay. Another drawer. Which one? I think this one is called Night of Creation. It's kind of a bluish purple. It will go well with the teal. And I know you can't really see it because it's just, yeah, it's just the way it is. Now I'm going to go over it with my sponge again. And Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I recently, and I probably should save them all, but I'm not that person. I got rid of my Hella Thick from Fenty Beauty because as soon as I put it on, I had flakes all down my face. And that's my sign that that mascara is no longer any good, because if it's going to flake as soon as I put it on, yeah, not that good. Not good at all. Means it's gone past its expiration date, which honestly, I think this is well beyond its expiration date also. I'm pretty sure I opened this last year for my birthday, and my birthday is in April, and we are on the last day of February, so I'm pretty sure. I don't use the same mascara every single day, but you're only supposed to use your mascara for like 3 months, and then you're supposed to throw it out. But if it's still good and it still works, and you spent so much money on it, I have a hard time throwing it out. And somebody's going to tell me that's why your eyes water. My eyes water even on the brand new mascara. It's just, I think it's a family trait. And I had, where did they go? Where did it go? I don't want to move this, but I need to move this. So hopefully it all goes well. I told you, I have it set up over here to do my eyeshadow palette thing. Got it. I really like this lip liner from ColourPop, from the Breaking Dawn collection. I like this combo. I know I've used it in the past couple of videos, but when you find something that you really, really like, it's hard to switch. And this smells like cake. It's so pretty. It's just a really pretty combo. And it says opposites attract. Well, yeah. It is such a pretty color and combination. Now let's take the hair down. you see what I do. It definitely gets hold. Alrighty, so I fluffed the hair just a little bit. I don't have my earrings on because I haven't chosen which ones I want, but this is my final look today. I did take a shower, which, you know, is what you're supposed to do. But this is my final look today. I really hope that you can see that. There you can. The way that shifts. I really like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day.